Hello, we are live at Encode Club and I am joined by Ashkan, the founder of Zero One Creative. Ashkan and his team have released Amara last week, a 3D agent, and I would love to hear a bit more about what Amara is doing.
Amazing, thanks for having us. We have a 3D agent called Amara, which is essentially inside the engine. You can create the entire 3D world inside it, but our focus is really making it more useful for the actual 3D artists that using it with existing workflows. So if you're using Unreal Engine, you can use that to create entire environments, but beyond the environment, it can help you with scripting, with a lot of different elements of it. It's to making it really more fun. Yeah. That's the aim.
Yeah. So I know you are building the model behind it, and it's not exactly a world model, but kind of can be associated with it. World models are really having a moment right now. What makes Amara different, or how does it fit into the category?
Great. So it's really, if we categorize world models into three different categories. One category, let's say, the world models that are diffusion-based, pixel-based, they're really kind of like, in a simplest way to say it, is more like let's say, video models or Sora, which is interactive with some more elements behind it. If that's version one, and then we have another ones that are Gaussian splats, like for example, where they allow spatials at reconstructing and model and picture into a 3D scene. But again, it's more like on that reconstruction side. We are more on the third side, which is it's not reconstructions, it's not really pixel-based, diffusion-based, is inside the engine and with the existing mesh. So you're placing the meshes in the right place. And it's a very different architecture, I would say, comparing to two other types of models. Yeah.
So why have you gone for this specific architecture, and maybe how does it relate to the use case that you're solving for?
The main reason we went for this is because we're coming from that background of working in video game industry and film industry with VFX, using the 3D engines. And those other two world models, I would say they have their use case, but one of them even like have a completely new use case, is a completely new market. But it's not really something that we think it's going to be useful for AAA game developments or very high-end development with existing workflow. And this is a problem that we faced when we were working in the studio ourselves, that we couldn't really create something really fast with this type of meshes and the libraries. So that's why we focus on this. And our use case is very different to them as well.
Yeah. So can you dive into that? What's the the use case in specifically the gaming industry and maybe others?
Absolutely. So let's say, for example, a major AAA game development. So we have, let's say, GTA, the most famous one. We know roughly that they spend over 1 billion on it, and a lot of this budget would go towards creating the 3D environments, creating the word scripting, everything. So our aim is really to be able that you as a developer to bring that to be able to make that very, very fast and more fun. And that budget would significantly shrink, but also it's going to be more fun and more effective to do that. So that's the use case and the target that we're going after. But also, if you're seeing it from the embodied AI, from the robotics, from the video generations, the VFX, you can then use this model again as a base and then create the rest of it on top of it very, very fast. The main difference is that because it's inside the engine and with all of those meshes, then is very, very much this physics has been already solved with the 3D packages, and then you kind of like using it very consistent way. Whereas this is the main issue with the video models, that you prompt something and the next day you prompt, the next time you prompt is a completely different thing. Whereas for this model, you have it, you generate the one whole thing and then it is set there. So you can edit everything on the fly, but it's all set there.
So you briefly mentioned that you had a different architecture from models, and also I'm assuming a lot of data that goes into the training of these models. What type of data is it? Is it publicly available data? Is it like data you've collected yourself? How are you training this model?
So it's there's a lot of database already out there, but none of them have the quality of data that we require for training these models. In fact, we did a partially open source part of this data set, which is a very unique 3D data set with a very specific, for example, everything is in a real size assets. There's like PBR materials to it, and a few different metadata that is not really widely available in the other data set. So we had to create a lot of these data sets from scratch. There's also different type of data that is not really released. We haven't talked about it yet, but I can tell you it's a lot of stuff that we had to build it from scratch for this specific model. Yeah.
Awesome. So what's next for Amara?
Well, we had a very good reaction from the public, and a lot of stuff is on our wait list. So we really wanted to jump in to make sure everyone have a chance to play with the model and give us as much feedbacks, and really to see how we can iterate in making it more useful and more available for everyone.
Awesome. Well, on that note, you can't maybe try the model right now, but we will leave you with a short demo of Amara, and you can have a little flavor for yourself. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you. Cheers.